Welcome to Edge of Eternity. For those unaware, this is a game that has entered Steam Early Access. You can kind of see that in the top left corner. It is a work in progress of sorts, and, well, we'll go into the specifics as we go. Just be aware that this is an indie-developed game, so there's going to be some rough spots, and as it is still currently in development, there's going to be even more rough spots. The game is not finished. We only have access to a little bit of the starting area, I think. Maybe like the first city scenario we have access to, and there will be more and more added to the game as we go. Now, the two things I want to point out, the first of which is, if you notice the bottom right, there is certain things you can do if I were to stream this on Twitch. It does not work on YouTube to my knowledge, so that means you do not have the ability to drop high-level monsters or anything like that on me, especially if I make a bad joke or say something really weird. I don't know if that's actually related to the mods, to be honest. So the game does have modding available to it. Once it's fully released, there'll be other things you can do to it. And like I said, it's a work in progress, so we'll drop in periodically and see what is available.
30 years ago, strange metal airships appeared in our skies. We didn't know who they were, nor what they wanted. They first presented us with gifts, small tokens of their incredible technology. In exchange, all they wanted was food. Then they asked us permission to mine our soils. And finally, they wanted to take our crystals from us. We refused. They answered with fire. A slaughter. The consort took into his hands to organize the resistance, recruit the people, band them together, train them to form an army capable of facing such an overwhelming power. At the price of many sacrifices, we finally broke through their defenses and managed to turn the tide. We were beginning to win this wretched war. That's when it struck. The corrosion. It quickly spread through our ranks, poisoning our bodies, twisting our limbs, warping us into some terrible caricature, half organic, half machine. But we wouldn't yield, despite the fatigue, the sickness, the hunger. Then I got a letter from my sister. She told me that our mother had caught the corrosion. What would you have done in my place? Yeah, I thought so too. During one of the Arclights' most ferocious attack, I slipped my dog tags on someone else's body, and I slipped away. That's how I became a deserter. My sister and I were determined. We wouldn't leave our mother to die such a terrible death. But everything comes with a price.
A snowstorm. Just our luck.
Come closer, Darian. I can't hear you.
And with that, we're in, so we're able to start moving around. So you can see our starting
If the storm
environment.
keeps up, we won't make it to Herelsor. We have to take shelter, Celine.
I know the perfect place for that. It's also a shortcut.
It's never a shortcut.
You can't mean... Well, that's just great. How much time do we have? To save Mom, I mean.
She was stable when we left. I bought us some time. A few months, I think. After that, I fear the pain will be too much to endure. Even for her.
No time to lose then.
So if you notice, Darion, or whatever his name is a sword fighter.
I just can't wait to be there.
Sarcasm?
No, just cold.
If you ever see the early concept art, he was a fist fighter originally, which made him stand out a lot more. He looks kind of generic compared to how he used to be. The model is better, though. It's just the weapon choice is really odd.
Did you ever see someone die from the corrosion?
Yes. What about you?
I have.
No need to talk about it further then.
Even if she's putting on a brave face, I'm sure Mom's sickness must weigh heavily on her shoulders.
Come. The entrance is just over there.
You told me yesterday that we were going to Herelsor. Is there some kind of cure to be found there?
Not exactly, but I have a trustworthy contact there with reliable information.
How trustworthy exactly?
I would trust him with my life.
I wasn't expecting such a dramatic answer.
So we have to find the cave's exit. I'm trying to find out if there's a menu that I can pull up so you can see stuff, but it looks like at the moment I do not have access to it. So, a lot of phosphorescent stuff. Camera's a little too loose, I think. As far as I can tell, there's no real way to interact with the environment, like you don't need to swing your sword at stuff, you don't need to jump over crap.
So, Darian, how does it feel being back here after all these years?
A little anxious. I wonder if it is still around.
Ah, I know who you're talking about.
Really? That thing alone killed half of the miners who worked here. Where did I get the stupid idea I could avenge them all by myself?
Don't forget the part where I come to the rescue.
No chance I could forget that, especially with you around to remind me.
So we get a potion, and now she's actually on the map, which is a little foreboding, don't you think? The question is, which way do I want to go? In case you're wondering about the combat system, it's more strategic than your normal fare. We'll go into more detail once we get to it. But I've been looking at this game for quite a while. I've been waiting for it to come out. I thought its full release would be around now, but
This trip sure takes me down memory lane.
just early access.
Isn't that...
My old wooden sword. Yes. I had to drop it during our escape, remember?
Celine, watch out!
I loathe to use the Force this way.
So we have an ATB bar, which fills with time. Speed depends on character statistics, determine who will play next. When it's full, the character or enemy is able to attack or use a spell. Use the ATB bar. Character turn, slain. Character status, mana bar. Attacking during battle. Use the left trigger to open the actions interface. Select attack with the A button. During combat, you are able to attack, use spells, use items, and move your character. First action is attack. This inflicts damage on a single target enemy and consumes the ATB bar, but not MP. Choose the target for the attack. It's your turn to play. Select an action on the action bar, and so on. So we go to the actions. We can do our attack here. So during the tutorial thing, her name was Selene, but now she's back to Celine. They're missing the last E. You are an enemy, receive damage. Skills and actions often deal damage to entities. When HP reaches 0, entity will be KO'd until the battle or until they are resurrected with a specific item or spell. In terms of spells, I don't see anything for her. We have an ether on her and 1 resurrects. Now it's their turn. So I don't know if this is the full combat system because there's supposed to be more to it. It's possible the whole grid thing, or the hex thing I think it was, might be later on. They do not like her. So it's worth pointing out his sword apparently has a level as well as her staff. I don't know what the rating means exactly. The hair thing, I believe, is the money of the game. Get a potion. And that potion looks vastly different from the other
You
one.
okay, Celine?
A bit surprised, that's all. I didn't expect that these mines would still harbor golems after all these years.
And they're just as ferocious as before. It's a good thing you already knew how to use magic, else we wouldn't be here to talk about it.
And on top of that, I was the one who dealt with Mom afterwards.
What can I say? You're a saint, Celine.
Battle victory screen. You get EXP, level up increased statistics. Rating is calculated on the battle difficulty and duration. The reward loot experience and gold depend on this rating. Then we have the HP meter, or the XP meter. Weapons also earn experience and level up. Battle, reward loot, maximum 2 items. You can get equipment, crystals, or consumables. So I don't know if we actually can see the enemies on the map as they move in to try to attack us, or if it's going to be classic random battle stuff. Should I be concerned about that?
I never understood how the crystals worked anyway. I mean, I learned how to use them, harness their power and all that, but as for the source of their powers, beats me.
Weren't you instructed in the way of the crystals during your military training?
We were expected to fight, not ask questions. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound bitter.
Do you want to talk about it? The front lines, I mean.
Maybe another time, if you don't mind. I'd rather have you explain the crystals to me.
You can loot crystals during quests and battles. These crystals can be slotted onto a weapon to unlock spells or improve your character's statistics. One crystal is linked to a single weapon, not to the character. And I believe you can take those out as you please, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Just received a crystal for Celine's weapon. Switch character to select Celine's weapon. Always start with the bigger crystal. Click on it to open the list of crystals available. So we got the Shining Shard. +1 magic, +5 MP. And I can't read the other thing. It's Fire Rift or something like that? Inflict magic damage on an enemy. So here we have the sword. Incantation speed, so you cast faster with that. And hers... this has haste equipped to it, apparently. Oh well. Crystal, we have the Shining Shard. I don't know how we go to the various tabs in there. Consumable, we have 5 potions. And crystal. So we don't have anything for that slot, so the color is what has to match up. So I don't know what the whole point of, like, what the difference in the size is, but that's probably something we'll have to figure out. And yes, that is Fire Rift 1. So that unlocks this. And we get Crystal Bearer. Use Fire Rift on the energy wall. Don't mind us, we'll just take the long way around.
To think this sad piece of work haunted my nightmares for years.
You sound disappointed.
Yeah, he's smaller than I remembered him. Uglier, too. Hey, isn't he wounded?
Years don't seem to have been kind on him. But don't let your guard down. I don't want to have to take another blow for you.
Remember us, creep? 10 years I've been waiting for this. This kind of feels like deja vu.
He's badly worn out. We can do this!
Its magic is almost completely depleted. It is holding up by the sheer strength of its will.
So here we have another tutorial battle from the look of it. Hold on a second. 250 MP? Wow. Those spells have some big numbers attached to them. I can use this 5 times apparently. I was kind of hoping this would be AoE, but... So spells take time to cast. And they can be interrupted. So it looks like the enemy AI prioritizes someone who's casting. Thing is, as annoying as that is, there's no real small weight option. So right there they tell you attacks have a range of 1 nexus. That's something that needs to be explained a little bit later. Let's go for this one.
By the will of the gods!
So we ignited the sucker. Yeah, they do not like her.
There!
Kinda hoping the burn finishes him, but I'm not seeing him take any damage. Do me a favor. Bite the dust. I said bite the dust. Oh my god. It begins. So she's probably dead. Let's see. $120. Six damage. That is so not worth it, man. So I'm thinking you're probably better off just focusing the small fry. So I highly doubt I'm going to get a good score off of this one just because the magic system leaves some things to be desired for one. So let's see how bad it is. Still a 5. No level up for the weapons from the look of it. Got a pair of potions. Personal revenge
At
unlocked.
least I can put that episode behind me. Now, all we have to do is cross the Krog Forest, and we'll reach Herelsor in the,
Don't be so eager to change the subject, Arian. Even if we destroyed that creature, you still owe me your life.
Oh, come on. That was a long time ago. It's history now.
Is that so? Should I remind you that because I saved your life, Mom learned about my powers and sent me to the cloister against my will? 8 long years of...
Oh, I knew you would say that. I'm sorry, alright? Is that good enough for you? Can you let it go now?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll let it go. I won't bring it up again.
Thank you.
I'm just saying you owe me your life. That's all.
So I think these are the only 2 characters you can get in this stage of early access. Time of day and weather can influence battles by modifying elemental resistances. You can see the actual elemental balance on the elemental influence bar on the top right of the screen. When the element is highlighted, it means the element damage is multiplied by 2. When it is red, it means the element's damage is divided by 2. So, whoever the left element is gets a boost, and whoever the third from the right is gets nerfed. So I do not level... Or do I... Can't tell. I think they heal outside of battle. If not, we can play it safe. Rare leather armband. So we have gloves for Darion. Select his tab. You can loot equipment during quests and battles. The equipment affects your character's statistics when you equip. Open the main menu and select the equipment tab. So we'll get to that. Shining Shard. Attack, magic defense, defense, lightning strike 1, inflict a 2-hit combo on an enemy, which sounds kind of nice. So crystal-wise, slap that in. You're less pitiful now. Here's the glove slot. So there's quite a bit that the characters can use. A helmet, an accessory, a chest piece, pants, and boots. So seeing this overworld, it's making me wonder, like, are there obstacles that are things I can pick up?
Greater, lend me your strength.
You or an enemy is occupying a nexus with a healing crystal. Decorative elements can affect battles in Edge of Eternity. Green crystal periodically heals the entities occupying the same nexus. So you know what, let's... Oh, it's Celine's turn, so her fireball is not going to be as good here.
Take this!
And then due to the haste effect on his weapon, he moves fairly quickly. Good night.
Take this!
I can see a chest in the background there. So here we're finally getting weapon EXP. Got an ether.
This
Yeah,
kind of feels like deja vu.
when the Nexus thing is going to be properly explained.
Take this!
So it looks like we paralyzed the thing. Yeah, when the Nexus stuff is in effect, I imagine the spells are probably going to be a lot more effective then. It'll probably be better when you have a full party to help protect your casters. I don't know if you're limited to a 3-man, 4-man party, or if it's even been decided yet. That was only 4 rating. I don't know if I'm expected to have more power here than I actually do. Red Gemstone Smooth gives you attack, magic, and defense. So it says for... this is for Darion? Because to be honest, I would prefer to give it to her. So I see Emperor of Power, increase magic damage by 10%. I don't know what that means exactly. I could probably put that one that I gave to Darion here if I wanted her to be a little bit more potent. Yeah, as this currently is, it reminds me more of the Orbit slots from Trails games. Like, I don't know if there's going to be any difference as we go, but for the time being, that's what I'm thinking. Antidote. So do we have to worry about poison now? Because usually they don't give you those for the fun of it. I don't know if you get penalized for getting attacked from behind. That I'm still in the dark.
Take this!
Hold on, so it's the move? Ah, here you go. So this is what they mean by the nexus. The nexus is each point on this grid. You can see it's hexagon shaped. I can hop over to different ones to create more distance between me and them. Like, this one only allows one target in there, I believe, since that's an incline. These allow up to 4 characters. As is, I'm better off staying here, though, because I have that crystal to heal me. So that's what I meant by these fights do have some strategy to them, in that there's benefits to being in certain places.
Take this!
I imagine late game there will probably be stuff that's fairly heavily stacked against us, but for the time being, you may as well enjoy the ride. Might be overkill. Anyway, that's it for Darion's MP, so from here on out he is swinging his sword. And with the way the equipment works, I wonder if this is like Arkwright's Fantasia, where the weapons are always relevant, or if they're like every other RPG game where they just, like, there's a couple that are good and then the rest fall off. So this tells you that the enemy is channeling. So, ooh, crap, I didn't mean to actually try to escape. So what you want to do here is just move to a different square. So there's the charge. You can see he took quite a bit of damage there. Physical attacks dealt from behind an entity will do double damage. When moving in battles, entities face the direction they moved. Back will be exposed. So we're not in range to use the physical attack, we'll just do the fireball. It's probably not going to matter. So he's doing something as well. Let's interrupt him. Or kill him. I've been interrupted because the thing chose to die. So the character's leveled up. Could have used an ether, I guess, but yeah. And right there they give you a little more information. Characters leveled up. As you win battles or complete quests, you get EXP and level up. By leveling up, your characters get stronger and acquire better stats. Only characters in the active party get EXP, though. So, let's fight the rats.
This kind of feels like deja vu.
You know what? Use the lightning slash since MP comes back at the end of the fight. And right there is the enemy repositioning to try to get an advantage. Graceful and just die, can't they? I can't even reach that one. So we'll kill this one, then we'll try to relocate. Is she close? No. I don't know if he's... Yeah, I don't know what he's doing at the moment. Let's smack him around a bit, shall we?
Take this!
And that should be all. Leather hide, so I assume that's like a crafting component type thing. make sure that they're not hiding stuff in the background that I'm walking past. Well, this is early access, and I'll probably have to start over due to incompatible saves or some such. I'm not too attached to what's happening.
This kind of feels like deja vu.
Enemies cast a spell, yada yada yada. Didn't really have a chance to interrupt that just because it went off so quickly. I don't know if there are parameters that affect your casting speed. I imagine there probably are. So he's a lot more durable than he used to be. So keep in mind this does less damage on account of the moisture. Just does a lot of damage apparently. So that was inevitable, let's face it. There's not really an answer I have for that at this stage. And as a result, he's gonna get a kill. Or not. So right there, the weapon's leveled up. That was a pretty bad score, but not too much I can do about that. Weapons gain experience and level up. When leveling up, they acquire better slots and can unlock new branches and new slots on their crystal pattern. Only currently equipped weapons gain EXP. Resurrects. So unlike Xenoblade, there aren't a bunch of things wandering around the field that can horribly murder you. That may change in the coming area. Like I said, there were twitch things you
The
could
bridge is
do.
down. No way to cross. Well, I should be able to make a makeshift bridge with one of the trees.
That is going to take forever.
Have a better idea?
Let me check it out.
These are old military devices, Celine. Abandoned a few decades ago. They're no good anymore.
They were powered by crystals, weren't they? If left alone for a few years, even depleted crystals can recover a little bit of energy. Let me try to tap into it.
So moving in combat. This I kind of showed already. You move the characters within the area, which is divided into hexagonal compartments called nexuses, instead of nexi. This movement enables you to avoid areas, spells, or attacks, red marker on the ground, traps, etc. So, you have to move one space at a time. I think I need one of them on each. Hold on a second. How do I go back? Ah, so... okay. Hitting the X button, I guess, does cost time to move, so you can wait for the enemy to attack, then make or start casting to avoid penalties. That's good to know. Kinda wondering how many other areas in the game are gonna have segments like this. So once one person makes it across, you're kind of done. Shining Shard, Thunder Rift for Celine. I don't know what was different in that tutorial from the ones before, but we could equip it here. It's just he wouldn't get the spell benefit that she does. So is there a way to take this out? So by doing that I can go the other way. That's interesting. Thing is, I did have to forfeit the stats with her, which kind of sucks. Ether. I don't know what the red crystals do. I'm a little hesitant about trying to find out because the enemies there might be better suited for that crystal than me. The good news is though, with that thunder spell for Celine, she should be a lot more potent here in the rain. Also wondering if you can access multiple branches, perhaps. What the heck is this? Iron ore. Put myself to an antidote. And an ether. Let's try doing this then.
Do the Anzid ask for permission before soaring?
I hate it when you answer a question with a question.
That didn't load properly, but okay.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
There!
Oh, I get it now.
Ta!
So we lit all the torches, now we'll light these. Still an extremely random game over. Another one of these contraptions, you perform a miracle. Do they ask for permission? Okay. What the heck? Because, yeah, this is glitched, so I can't open that chest.
Won't enjoy this. Nor will you.
So I'm kind of curious if... No. Since he was staying between them and her, I was wondering, did that actually protect her from their attacks? And the answer is the resounding no.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
Since this guy is not by the crystal, he should be fair game. She's stunned. I don't know how to resolve the status effects in this game. And the thing is, that should be so far back that nothing should be able to interrupt me from this.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
So the question is, can I go back and get that chest now? We got superior leather boots and a leather hide. It's possible there may have been... No, I can't. I can't open any chests anymore. So I'm gonna drop a save here and then reload to see if that resolves it. I don't know if the enemies are going to respawn, which is like the double-edged sword to all this. They do.
Traitor, lend me your strength.
Take this!
I'm tempted to just pull him back. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that. Oops, I didn't mean to use this. Cancel. There we go. Later, chumps. So I don't know if the move follows him. It does.
Take this!
So I would like to get through this a little bit faster, but yeah, for future videos, I definitely am going to be cutting out the battles. Icicle Strike for Darion. Well, boots. Let's put those on. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me use that one. I don't know. So apparently there's more rough spots here than I realized. Maybe that's what I just picked up, or... I remember that chest being there. That might be the leather boots or something. Green gemstone. That has incantation speed attached to it, so that'd be pretty nice for her. So she has access to this, but not him. So I'm taking that out. Yeah, I don't know. Meantime, I'm just gonna slap that here. So here's the first real boss of the game, the corroded wolf thing.
Darkness before dawn.
And this is one of those fights already where crap is stacked against you. They literally didn't wait. So you'll kind of see what I mean right here. So that move marks areas that are like damage over time tiles. By staying on them, you guessed it, you take damage over time. And unfortunately, to get out of them, you have to waste a turn moving. And the thing that's really bad about that is you're wasting a turn, so they're able to do stuff while you kind of get the crap kicked out of you. But that's one of those zone control moves that the enemy has access to that we don't. And unfortunately, it's a lot more valuable for the enemy because he can sit there and actually tank my hits while I cannot do that in return. So once they drop Litany, I have to move. If I move the wrong way, they take this square and then they heal more than I can hurt them. And hopefully you can kind of see how this is starting to make a vicious spiral of sorts. Be very careful in casting. You don't want to cast when Thunder Litany is not being used, because they'll just drop that on you and then they get like 2 free turns. I'm trying to kill the small fry before I start casting spells. I'm gonna try it. So that's what it looks like when you use the Litany move. So you can't go into the same square as him, but you can move over here. So Celine is in a really bad spot here. Now by Memorize, he's going to try to cast that in a moment. So wait for his thing to fill. And you actually want to go at the last second if you possibly can. So we're switching over to her. We want to move next to him. And then right here, we'll interrupt him at the last second. We basically get a little bit of extra time. This is one of those strategic elements that I was talking about. So right here I'm wondering, I can use acceleration on her. I don't know if it affects vocalize or not.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
So there it goes, and once again we're gonna wait a little while. I said we're gonna wait.
Wayward soul.
So I'm gonna move back here for the healing. He started doing his little vocalized thing. And it's gonna be worse if I don't stop him, I think. Actually, I think Darion will get a turn. So let's move over here. It's gonna be close.
There!
This should line up. Oh, crud. I'm actually better off letting that go. No, I'm not. Ah, crud. So he's gonna cast that this time around. This could kill Darion, I think. Yeah, you can see how devastating that thing is.
By the will of the gods!
So he's using the litany here. That's considered a 5-star victory, I guess. Get a cloth hood, so that's good for, what's her name? Celine. I don't know how common or rare those enemies are going to be, but something to keep in mind, I guess. Overall, I wouldn't really have as much of a problem with the whole litany thing if it damaged them too. But as is, it just forces you out of an advantageous situation, allows the enemy to get a free situation themselves. Clock at the top of the compass shows the current time, 10:01. Time affects NPCs, presence of monsters, quests available, some are only available at night, some during the day. Time also affects elemental resistances in battle. Pursuing Celine's master.
Herelsor. That's where we'll find your contact, right?
If everything goes as expected, yes. It's one of the few cities still untouched by the war. As a result, it has welcomed a lot of refugees in the last months. It is the best place to hide in plain sight.
Is your contact some kind of outlaw?
Not really, but he deeply values secrecy.
Same goes for me. I don't want people to find out I'm a deserter.
Well, maybe we should find a way around these cliffs first. They're too steep for us to climb down. If I remember correctly, there's an inn nearby. Maybe they will know the shortest way to Herelsor.
Shining Shard, Fire Strike for Darion. Mystery Berserker. Then we can throw these in. So it gives her a little bit more stats, even if it doesn't necessarily give her spells. Hey, you two, did you happen to find some strange mushroom on the way here? A mushroom? Or an apple, a pear, or anything as long as it's made of crystal? Crystal fruits, do such things exist? Depends. So you're not against earning a little money, are you? Can't say we're against it. Then open your ears, it'll be worth your while. A few months ago, vegetation of the strangest kind began to appear in Herion, totally at random, Herion being their planet. Sometimes a crystal apple would grow on a tree, sometimes a mushroom, sometimes a flower. No one can explain why it happened, but it happened nonetheless. Some people collect them because... Sorry, I can't say it with a straight face. Because they're pretty. And you're not one of those, apparently. No, I'm a scholar. I'm trying to understand why they appeared. And for that, you need samples to study. Exactly. I'm willing to invest my own possessions in order to get a hold of these rarities. I've got some baubles I'm willing to part at the end. You can keep them or sell them if that's your wish. If you're interested, I'll give you a reward each time you bring me 10 of these fruits. We'll certainly consider that if we find some of your treasured fruits. I'll be extremely grateful if you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I wish to remain alone. So, side quest. Overall, I'm not really too worried about tracking this because, like I said, early access, there's most likely going to be data loss.
I won't back down.
We'll try Fire Strike.
Take this!
And they ignore the caster.
Yeah!
That got their attention. I'll start casting, even though I'm most likely going to get interrupted. It's really annoying for the spells that are on the B button because you want to keep hitting that to confirm,
Take
but
this!
it's actually the negation. No, don't do it. It's going to take me a little while to get used to that.
I will commend your soul to the gods.
Yet another antidote. Blue gemstone smooth. So here we have the Icicle Strike. I don't know if it'll let me use it this time. No. That makes no sense. It's gotta be a glitch. Can we harvest this? Crystal Shard. So there's a crafting system of some kind, we can tell. It's just I don't know the nuances of it yet. Like what's worth getting, what's not worth getting. Pair of potions. We'll leave the wood alone. I don't know if that's something you can use for the crafting. I imagine it probably is. It's just early access, not going into great lengths.
I loathe to use the Force this way.
So now she's a Jedi.
Take this!
Just gonna hoping for a paralysis attack, but oh well.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
Got it that time.
Take this!
For the win! This might be the crystal fruit quest thing that's appearing. Energy and food bonus. Your party has an energy bar. Each action, spell, and special attack in combat will reduce this energy. Visiting an inn will restore your energy. Your party can also have a food bonus, which you get by visiting the inn. Lower the energy, lower the food bonus. If your energy falls below 25%, all your statistics are reduced. Sounds a little harsh. Available for a short time, appears to travel the world. Some of them are your personal story, altering. Huh. So when are you going to free me? Pretty soon, pal. Pretty soon. That's what you said a month ago. Did I? I don't remember. Now shove it, mate. We've got guests coming. Caravan attack. I don't know how to get over there, though. Pursuing Celine's master. Leather pants. So she can't wear those, only he can. Techno Bandit. Quest. Reward anyone willing to risk his or her life to track down and kill a very dangerous Techno Bandit that has been signed hunting nearby. Poster this request declines all liability for whatever happens to the volunteer willing to accept it. So it looks like he's all the way back that way. Sorry, no rooms available, guys. Seriously, better be on your way. No rooms available? Is this a joke? It's not. We're closed. Somehow I can't believe you're out of bed, especially in such a remote place. How is that possible? Bandits, didn't you come across some of them on your way here? They've taken this place for themselves and are using it as their den. Me? Well, I'm just as good as their slave now. Why'd you try to call for help or try to get away? I'm too old to try and escape now. I would barely make a mile before they caught me again. As for help, heck, would you help me? Of course we'll help you. You would do that? Thank you, by the gods. If you clear the nearby path of those bandits, I should manage to escape. We'll see what we can do. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Celine? That this man's story is barely holding up? Yes, he's not behaving like someone who's being held captive. Maybe we should look around the inn to see if there's any truth to his story. A lot of prisoners' chains over here. Huh, weird. Poison. Probably rodent-side. Not that unusual in the countryside. Okay, just want to make sure that one disappeared from the display. He's dead. A dagger in the back. A lot of prisoner chains over there. Yeah, those guys. A lot of escaped convicts, I guess. They're not too bright, are they? Why's that? They didn't put any on you to ensure you stay put. Yeah, well, I'm old, you know. Old age is my shackle. You will help me get away, won't you? Well, you saw a dead bandit over there. Dead, dagger in the back. Probably Milo. He hasn't shown up for a few days. Those bandits, they're an unruly bunch. Lots of infighting when it comes to sharing the loot. You're still gonna help me, right? We saw some poison vials. Back there. I do? Yeah, I got myself some poison. Kill off the rodents. It's a plague in these parts, you know? And you cook the meals for the bandits yourself, right? That's right, I'm their slave, remember? You didn't think of poisoning their meals in order to free yourself. You're unchained, free to fetch the poison. I'm not a killer. I'm a good guy, as good as it gets. But yet you ask a stranger to kill them for you. It doesn't add up. Drat. Okay, clever kids, you got me. I'm actually the boss of these worthless bums. As I thought. What I don't understand is why you asked us to kill your own men. When I saw both of you strapping young people with your shiny weapons, I thought to myself, why don't you ask them to do a little bit of culling, huh? You got a wee bit of loot here, and I'd prefer not to share it. No matter now, serves me right for being lazy. If you don't take care of my men for me, then I'll have to take care of you.
Let's end this quickly.
I don't know if he's the techno bandit or what. So what all do we have here? Anything? We're gonna go here. I'm gonna try to sandwich him.
Take this!
A prayer for your wayward soul.
So one thing I noticed is that there's... I didn't think he would actually move there. So that should give me a back attack, which means this is now a back attack. Hell is that? So I didn't even get the chance to move. Sublime.
I will commend your soul to the gods.
So I think I'm fast enough. Actually, I'm better off staying still, aren't I? It didn't make a damn bit of difference. So, let him move.
Take this!
And I don't want to leave my back exposed, so we're gonna melee him. Out of MP. Over here, ugly. Good night. So that's a weapon level up. Magenta gemstone. I can't read what that gives Celine. Inflict magic damage on all entities on a specific nexus. Awkward innkeeper unlocked. If he wasn't the true innkeeper, then where is the real one? Wait a second, I'll check inside. Free at last. I don't know how much time has passed since those bandits locked me up. I found this fellow locked up inside. Are you okay, sir? Notice there's 2 Darions there. Better than okay, thanks to you. I'm free and without the leader, the bandits will probably disband soon enough. Most of all, they left most of their swag. With it, I'll be able to pay off the repairs. And maybe a merc or 2 for protection. Of course, you deserve some compensation for saving me. Here, take the rest. I don't know if we should accept money that was stolen from the travelers. Then consider it a gift for the Sanctorium. We'll take it. Low team energy. Isn't this an inn? Talk to the innkeeper and rest. Where is the innkeeper? Anyway, we got a crystal there, so... Earthgrave. So I don't know what it's going to look like right there, but the game's frame rate suddenly went single digits on me. What is this place? So yeah, it's possible I hit a glitch here to where I can't progress. I'm going to try to reach that save point so I can reload, and then see if I can do anything at the end to rectify this. Prefer not to fight the pig. Looks like I have to fight something, though. Yeah, it sees me. I don't know how long it pursues before it gives up. Oh, there he is. Business is picking up, though a bit slowly. Want to spend the night? So that's the food and energy thing we were told about. I'm just gonna do the sleep-only thing. We don't need any food bonuses as far as I know. See if I can do that event thing before we call it quits. I was hoping to go into the town and explore a bit, but The way it's looking right now, it's just gonna be I reach the gates and we're done. Because I have to splice this thing together, and there were some... What have we here? Flangette. Pair of potions. Those are the Techno Bandits. Since there's 3 of them and 2 of us, I'd prefer to leave them alone for this video. I've done enough fighting already. Like, if I wanted to beat them, I'd probably go back and buy some food at the inn. Celestium. Sign Gemstone Smooth. Okay, we can finally drop something there. Is there... We can use this on her. And that's it for now. So I'm in a better spot if I want to go pick a fight. Linen. Crystal fruit. So now we know what those look like. Superior cloth armband. That's better for her because of the whole incantation thing. And there's the caravan. It is still a long walk there, man. It's gonna be a long walk if I want to go back for those Techno Bandits too. So that's for Darion. Yeah, I'm cool. Do I have another green or no? If I do, I'll pop that in, otherwise that's good. So, quests. Techno Bandit. Kill 6 of them. So yeah, we're gonna kill 1 here.
Let's end this quickly.
Gonna try to pincer him.
I will commend your soul to the gods.
I don't know what the blue thing does.
Take this!
Oh hell, this guy is squishy as all hell. That looks like it's a defensive thing. I think I'm gonna kill the bandits off camera and then just come back, because that way I can see how to cash in the quest. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, this was the fight against the 6th bandit. I don't know how I cash out the quest exactly, or if it does. There it goes. So going to our quest list. Return to a board to collect. That's what I was afraid of. As for the bandits themselves, they're not that bad. Because you have to go to a hunting board, I was thinking this was going to be more along the lines of Skies of Arcadia's bounty system, where these are an above-average enemy. No, this is just your generic kill quest, I'm afraid. Celine spells will take off like half their hit points, and you could have Darion hit them twice or something. So this gives us cloth pants. Novice Hunter unlocked. That puts them to level 9. So we want to put those on our caster, and she's now even better. But yeah, now you just need to walk back. Since we know what the crystal fruits look like, we can keep an eye out for them as we go. There's probably some behind me that I didn't get, but early access. Sprites may change, so no point in crying over it. It's entirely possible that the quest is, well, it's very, very likely the quest cannot be completed in this current build because there's just not enough area for fruits to spawn. I also don't know if those respawn or if they're actually unique to the areas, and there's like 100 throughout the entire game, and if you keep a sharp eye out, you get all of them, kind of like the Chams from Skies of Arcadia, to keep using that as an example. I don't know if those are leveling up with me, or if they have fixed levels. Forest Passage. There's the next crystal fruit. So yeah, maybe for the next video we'll find out if those respawn or not. There's the Techno Bandit, which I was expecting to be a boss, but it's just a generic enemy. There's a lot of these fruits in such close proximity. We're 3% of the way there, boys. So I'm looking to see if there's something in the distance for me, just by coming all this way. We have this. Happy Itchweed. Iron ore. And then I don't know if that's the first type of enemy that can just horribly butcher us, because that one's a lot bigger than the others. It's level 15. And apparently you can collect wood. And we established that in this video. That archway to the rock looks really odd, almost like it was hiding something, but not seeing anything from this angle. Trying to find the caravan. Knowing my luck, it's probably being killed by something level 20 or higher. They're corroded from the look of it. And for a tradesman, you're not carrying a lot of cargo with you.
Crater, lend me your strength.
So I'm going to stick with lightning because you have a chance to paralyze.
Take this!
That's the single best aspect I've seen so far. I don't know if there's anything attached to the ice strike. I haven't gotten anything yet, so I can't verify or even disprove that. I probably should have moved off to the side because they should be able to do their roll and still hit me.
Take this!
So best case scenario is I can use that grave spell and hit all of them. It's just I don't know the specifics on it. When I've tried to use it in the past, it actually didn't let me use it. I don't know if it's just because there has to be an empty space or what exactly. So Darion's taking a lot of damage. It's kind of why I wish they wouldn't throw crap like this at you until you had at least one other party member or something going your way. Or if it's just that the spell can't be used on adjacent tiles. Watch, they're all going to get off of it, so this long cast time is all meaningless.
By the will of the gods.
That needed to be better. Not even close to the long wind-up time. Gonna go for this one. I'm not gonna be able to cut off the other one's attack, so I may as well try to... Ah. So I can look into doing that spell one more time. That should be death. Here comes the last potion. Yeah, as is, I think I'm just better off doing the normal spells if it casts faster. I need to thin out their number a little bit more. I want that one. Damn it. He's gonna die. I don't think there's anything I can do to save him, really. Best thing I can do is intercept this one to stop the attack. In case you're wondering, yes, I moved her there to serve as a human shield. If I can get this spell off, we should have this in the bag. Paralysis would be bonus. That should have been an instant level up, to be honest, how close that was. Thanks for saving us. You can buy some of my goods at a preferential price. Thunder Rift 1? Don't I already have that? So your whole reason for doing that is just the... Oh, crud. I didn't mean to keep buying those crystals. I want to buy potions. I don't know, I'm just going to leave those there. As for the potions, I have 20 of those. So I'm curious, can I actually equip more potions? Max use in one battle now. Nope. And she only has 2 slots for some reason. So a lot of time has passed. I don't know if that's just because of the events or what exactly. Frost cabbage. So there's bound to be a cooking system if there's all these different types of fruit and crap. Whether it's been implemented is the question. And something tells me while the... Oh. See, I'll grab these as I make my way over there. We'll see if the enemies, are their patterns change at night? Like, do those become more ferocious? Do they wander around? That type of thing. I want to say those blue stones give you like some sort of defensive bonus, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm also curious what all these archways are for. I don't know how many people have played Star Fox 64, but it really does remind me of how that unlocks that extra route that puts you on the more difficult track compared to the normal Corneria level. Maybe there's certain ones that you have to walk through to get something to happen. Once I hit a save point, I'm going to call it quits here because this is a pretty lengthy video, especially for a tutorial. We'll try to do the events here in the next one and see what happens. But yeah, after a lot of wandering around and some needless combat, we have finally arrived in Herelsor. I don't know how the name is pronounced exactly, or no we haven't, have we? Keep your distance. Access to the city is restricted. Nobody gets through. How long will it take? No one can say. Please look at this. Safe conduct from the Sanctorium. Should be enough for granted access. Safe conduct. Does it seem legit to you? Look at her garb. Seems pretty official. You can go. So that's the quest for us. And this gave us more EXP than the freaking boar thing. Do you know of a guy named Alfarius by any chance? Doesn't ring a bell. Better luck asking the people inside. Thank you. That easy? There's gotta be a catch somewhere. Okay, so that actually got rid of the barrier. So the nearest save point has vanished. New citizen unlocked. So yeah, the game definitely has some rough spots. And so, in the wake of what is known today as the Arcadian Catastrophe, the consort with the ascent of the consul has forbidden the use of all crystal catalysts until further notice. Each household will have to relinquish all catalysts for the... What are we gonna do? We can't operate our harvesters without catalysts. Is this some kind of sick joke? Damn it! Damn Arcadians again? They're making it worse for everyone. Told you so, I told you so. Don't use those damn machines, told you. Things are getting worse by the day. Same goes for Mom. So, how are we going to find your mentor? Yes, so what was that note already? Find me in Herelsor, I'll be sporting a very well-groomed mustache. That's our only lead? Yep. This keeps getting better and better. Things will work out just fine, you'll see. Let's ask around if anyone's seen him. Kind of hoping that there's something on the map, the blue dot to appear. Where are you? So I wouldn't mind this as much if we were able to do it on the way here. And what am I going to do with 4 cloth armbands? They only have 2 arms. if it even works that way. So I think you might be better off doing all of these than going to do the caravan thing, not only for the EXP, but you'll also have the gold to buy that one sword if that's your thing. I don't know if the sword is permanently missed or if there'll be other opportunities to get it. Like I said, early access. Not stressing. But otherwise, the opening segment is not that good of a hook, I'm afraid. It's kind of on the tedious side. But still, if you want to pick up the game, it is in early access. It's available. It's at a discounted price for the time being because the devs said as they do more and more for the game in terms of content, they are going to increase the price. Hey, look at me. Look at me. I leave you 1 month with that sword and it's still as good as new. We had an agreement. I would use the sword for a month and don't try to weasel your way out of it. Then they are missing the R in your, you little runt. I told you to test that sword in a real combat situation, not let it have its beauty sleep in your scabbard. Hey, I did my best. Do you actually know how durable this thing is? You're a disgrace, Colbo. Get out of my sight. I thought you had what it took for the job, but I was obviously wrong. Get. Hey, you promised me a reward in exchange for... Don't make me gut you, pal. Your innards would make this lovely pavement look bad. Here to prove your mettle? After a closer look, probably not. That claymore in your back is probably just for show, I'd say. Don't take it the wrong way, old man, but you're not really the type I like to impress. This one got some kick on his tongue. Sure you're not here to test some of my swords? Guess not. Not with those scrawny shoulders of yours. You're grown senile, Gramps. You should start making sense if you want this conversation to go anywhere. By the dead gods, we got a thinker over here. He wants the whole story. Then listen, thinker. I'm trying a new alloy for weapons for our boys to use against the Arcolites back there. It's a sort of Arcadian steel tempered with a bit of crystal. It's supposed to give it some magical properties. I need to know how it withstands long-term damage. Its enchantment is volatile, and I wouldn't want it to evaporate after 1 or 2 blows. Thing is, the volunteers that keep tasking with this mission are pathetic excuses for warriors. For the life of them, they just can't seem to wear a blade out. They're probably not even trying, though. They happen to knock a couple of wolves out. They believe they're some kind of legendary swordsman. I need someone who will take this blade out for a spin and a shower, and not in spring water, if you catch my drift. This baby needs violence. Find some tough enemy to slay or slaughter Orcos by the thousands. I just want that blade worn out by the time you come back to me and its magic depleted. And what do I get out of this? A thank you, maybe? Or even better, a cup of tea? I'm the best blacksmith there is, kid. I'll let that feisty brain of yours imagine what it's like to be in my good graces. So interested, Wimp? Not really. Give me that blade, and don't cry when you see what I make of it. So the thing starts out at level 5. I don't know if that's any different from what she's currently using. Dawnbreaker, Justice... Can we actually... No, you can't. So it'd be nice to see how these compare to the current weapons we have. So check this out. If you want to buy a leather tunic, it costs 200... I forgot what their money is called. Heron or something like that? And the recipe is 500. So, I don't know why you'd want some of this stuff. So the staff... This one actually makes a little bit of sense. Fearsome Wildfang we just picked up. So that's that thing that we could have bought from the merchant. And we'll speak to him. Oh, you don't have to. So, equipment... Here we go. So we lose our haste, we get more attack and magic defense and speed. So, let's pull the crystals out real quick. So that's our Icicle Strike. Yeah, this thing seems a lot nastier than the other one. So I don't have anything for that one. I get more by going down this path. So that gives me Lightning Strike. strike. Don't have anything there, but I can use those crystals I bought on accident still. Get a little bit out of them. And the weapon on his back actually changed. Their armor doesn't. That's kind of neat. Sorry if that was a crystal fruit. So is there anywhere to save in here? So at this point I'm just going to leave town if I can remember my way, because this video has gone on pretty long. I still need to edit it and upload it, so time is not on my side at the moment. I was kind of hoping there'd just be like a save point or something right there at the beginning, but... well, literally anywhere in town I would have taken. I remember passing some of these guys. So I guess this marker came in handy for finding my way out of town. I think that's a safe point right there. It's also kind of interesting that the only loading screen I've seen so far is the, we'll do save 3. When you're actually loading the file, because this is actually fairly smooth overall. I don't know if that's just my computer or if they're designing it that way for everyone. I kind of have mixed feelings about the game, to be honest. This segment definitely does use a little bit more, needs a bit more polish. The battle system would be a little bit better if we had more tools at our disposal. For the stuff that we've seen already, it's kind of rough, and I don't know if a lot of players are going to be willing to put in the time and effort to learn stuff. Yeah, I'll give this a little bit more time, see if we can get anything done, and we will go from there, I guess. So we'll pick up here next time. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.